Unlock your full beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing great, having a wonderful Wednesday so far. It's 7 minutes past 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. right in the 254. And I hope your day has been amazing. Ours has been good. It's been a sunny day today at least. Not cold like the past 2 days. It's been extremely cold, especially yesterday. It was really, really, really cold. But today, it's been a really warm, nice day. But I hope you guys are doing great. How is the weather, Keith, on your end and Caribou?
Well, it's hot. According to my temperature, it says it's 98 degrees here in northern Florida. So whatever that is in Celsius, I don't know. So whatever 98 degrees is in Celsius, Fahrenheit, and that's the temperature. 98 degrees up here in northern Florida. What is it?
Hot. 32 degrees Celsius. That is hot still.
There you go. It's Florida then.
I'm shocked, how you survive in that heat. It's crazy. But anyway,
we have something called air conditioning, Joe.
And melanin, it's good for the melanin.
And melanin too. Come inside, we can hit the switch and the air conditioner comes on. Air conditioning in our cars too. Shit. Hey, does that car have decent air conditioning? I didn't even ask the Maury that. Okay.
Yeah.
Decent heat, decent air conditioning. Yeah. We're riding around those hot ass cars. Shit.
Exactly. Anyway, it's been on a Wednesday. We're back with another one of our history, another lesson, another.
Oh, I meant to tell you, try to see if you've seen this one guy, but let's see if we can find him too. But go ahead. It was a gentleman that I had studied years ago. JB. He started in Kentucky. When got his education, came back to Kentucky as a teacher, and then of course they were getting lynched. People being lynched. He had to leave Kentucky because the white people were going to kill his ass there because he was talking about them not lynching black people. So he fled Kentucky and made it all the way to Oklahoma, and he was part of the building of Wall Street area, the Black Wall Street area. And so he had the biggest hotel there, and he was giving money for banks and newspapers, and he became a millionaire over there. But of course, Oklahoma being racist, and so he would travel to the next state north, which is Kansas, because he had family in Kansas. And one time they asked him to get to the back of the bus because he paid for a first class ticket on the train. He said, "Nigga, you get to the back with the cows, with the livestock." So he refused to get to the back of that train. So they were going to take him out and beat him.
You're breaking again.
They can't. So then he got bomb in northern Florida. Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear you. Come again. Yes.
I'm breaking.
I can hear you now.
Northern Florida. So as they were blowing up the place and bombing it and burned down his hotel, the white people specifically looked for him to kill his ass. Because he was always And so they look for me. Because after they burned down Oklahoma, that Tulsa, burned down the city, they specifically looking for him, Toby, to kill his ass. Where's that uppity nigga at? We hang his ass. So
What is
he
his
stuck
name?
out of town. They said when a woman, okay, it's JB something. See, ask Google it. Say, ask JB Smothers, JB Smothers. Put this up, Joe. Ask Google. Say, what was the gentleman's name or the black guy? Just say, what was the black guy's name who owned a hotel in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Oh, no. Let's say owned a hotel in Black Wall Street. First initials was JB.
Black Ostrich.
JB. Yeah, Black Wall Street. Say Black Wall Street. That was a nickname for that part of Tulsa. Since it was so wealthy. See, that was the wealthiest place before you chose us the one about Atlanta. They had burned that one down. That's the name, JB what?
JB Stafford.
Yeah, I know it was an S. That's him. So JB Stafford. So he stuck out of town wearing woman's clothes, and he ended up in Chicago. So started in Kentucky and all the way over to Oklahoma. Became a millionaire. White people didn't like him, of course. He said, because he stood up for justice and dignity. So as they was burning down the goddamn, and they were burning Wall Street down to the ground, Joey, they specifically hunted his ass to look for him. Where's that nigga at? Where's this JB, whatever his name? Where's he at? Where's he at? They were looking for him, Joey. They said he went all the way to Kansas. Yeah, they found him in Kansas because he escaped to Kansas. They went all the way to Kansas to kill his ass. And the people of Kansas said, we can't let you just come over here to the state and grab this black man and kill him, take him back to Oklahoma and kill him. Say where we want him. Want his ass dead. We want his ass.
I think I have found maybe one. I'm trying to see if I can get something more longer than
and so we found out, they said he escaped to Chicago.
Or I start with that one. Should I start? Maybe I start with that one.
Start anyone you want.
You give the background story already, so let me share this one.
All right. You don't got no sound, Joby.
Oh. Okay, just a second.
I hear you perfect.
Let me do this.
Yeah, JB Stratford, I learned about him when I was in high school, my last year of high school, being in Maryland here, black teachers. And they said, I'm going to tell you about this incredible guy named JB. So you're not going to find him in no history book. Sure ain't. That's why I can't still remember his damn name. JB something.
J.B. Stratford was one of the most successful business leaders in American history.
Yep.
He was an African-American entrepreneur who believed that black people could build wealth and pride through hard work and ownership. He built a grand hotel in a famous neighborhood called Greenwood. People also called this special place Black Wall Street. Stratford spent his whole life fighting for fairness and equality. Today, we remember him as a builder and a true hero. This is the story of how one determined man rose all the way from slavery to greatness.
Yep, he was a slave.
That still inspires us more than 100
years. The former slave.
John the Baptist Stratford was born in the year 1861 in the state of Kentucky. He came into the world during slavery at a very hard time in our nation. His father had once been enslaved as well. Slavery finally ended while Stratford was still a small child. His family understood that freedom was only the very beginning. They believed that education and courage would open every locked door. Young Stratford listened closely to all of these important lessons. He grew up strong and curious and full of enormous dreams. Even as a boy, he promised himself that he would never let anyone treat him as less than equal. Stratford believed that learning was the key to a brighter future. He worked very hard to attend Oberlin College in the state of Ohio. Oberlin was one of the first colleges in America to welcome black students. Later, he studied the law and earned his degree in the year 1900. He became a skilled lawyer who understood business and justice. This knowledge would help him for the rest of his whole life. Stratford solved hard problems by studying them slowly and carefully. He learned exactly how contracts and property and money truly worked. With this powerful education, he was finally ready to build something great of his very own. Near the start of the 20th century, Stratford moved to the city of Tulsa in Oklahoma. Tulsa was growing very quickly because of the great oil boom. Stratford settled into a proud neighborhood called Greenwood. In Greenwood, many black families owned their own homes and businesses. There were grocery stores and theaters and doctors and newspapers. People called it Black Wall Street because it was so successful. Stratford saw a wonderful chance to help this community grow even stronger. He wanted to build a business that would make all of Greenwood proud. He rolled up his sleeves and got straight to work. In those days, unfair segregation laws kept black travelers out of most hotels. Stratford solved this cruel problem in a bold and clever way. He decided to build a beautiful hotel just for his own community. He borrowed money and gathered skilled workers and began construction. The finished building was proudly called the Stratford Hotel. It had 54 lovely rooms and stood tall on Greenwood Avenue. It was one of the largest black-owned hotels in the entire country. The Grand Hotel opened its doors in the year 1918. Stratford had turned a painful problem into a place of welcome and pride. The Stratford Hotel quickly became the beating heart of Greenwood. Travelers and musicians and business people all loved to stay there. Inside, there were fine dining rooms and comfortable beds and lively music. The hotel showed the whole world what black excellence could truly look like. Stratford also owned a library and other useful properties nearby. These places helped his neighbors read and learn and grow together. He proved that a black community could build real lasting wealth. Every guest who walked through his doors felt welcomed and respected. Stratford had built far more than a hotel. He had built a shining symbol of hope. Stratford was much more than a wealthy businessman. He was a brave leader who cared deeply about his neighbors. He believed that black Americans should always stand up for their rights. He often spoke out loudly against unfair and cruel treatment. Some powerful people did not like how successful he had become, but Stratford refused to be silent or afraid of them. He solved conflict by using the law and his sharp, clever mind. He taught everyone that courage and knowledge together could defeat injustice. His neighbors admired him and looked to him for real guidance. He carried the hopes of Greenwood on his strong shoulders. In the spring of the year 1921, a terrible tragedy struck Greenwood. A false and cruel rumor spread quickly through the city of Tulsa. Angry mobs stormed into the neighborhood on May 31st, 1921. Over 2 long days, many homes and businesses were destroyed. The beautiful Stratford Hotel was burned all the way to the ground. Years of patient hard work seemed to vanish into the smoke. This awful event is now called the Tulsa Race Massacre. It was one of the worst attacks on a black community in our history, yet the brave spirit of Greenwood could never truly be erased. After the massacre, the leaders of Tulsa searched for someone to blame. They wrongly accused Stratford of starting the terrible violence. He knew that these false charges were unfair and very dangerous. Stratford solved this new threat by acting quickly and wisely. He left Oklahoma and traveled north toward safety and freedom. His son was a talented lawyer in the city of Chicago. Together, the two of them stopped the state from dragging him back. Stratford calmly began a brand new life in Chicago. He opened fresh businesses and never once stopped believing in justice. His determination remained as strong as ever. Stratford lived the rest of his life in Chicago until he passed away in the year 1935. For many long years, his name was wrongly tied to the tragedy in Tulsa, but his loving family never gave up on the fight to clear it. In the year 1996, the state of Oklahoma finally admitted the truth. Its leaders officially cleared his good name and honored his memory. After 75 years, justice had arrived at last. Today, J.B. Stratford is remembered as a brilliant builder and a brave fighter. His powerful story teaches us to dream big and to stand tall. His courage still lights the way for brand new generations.
If you like this video
And that is so beautiful and so touching at the same time. It's so touching, you know. It's crazy how they just come destroy everything you've built, you know, like, you know, what's with the envy? Why people with the envy? You know, it's crazy with the envy. just jealous, just don't want to see you thrive. What's up with white people? It's crazy, but it's really a beautiful, beautiful story. Thank you, Keith, for sharing that. But yes, as we switch a little bit, there's a video actually I left pending, looking at him because he's talking about we're talking about black wealth, literally there. That is black wealth. How he built wealth, you know, from his own hard work, literally, and also involving his people, focusing actually on the black community to be specific, which is beautiful. 3 weeks, I think 3 weeks or last week, I think last week. Yeah, that was last week. I was to share this video before the lights went out last week. I was sharing this amazing video. Since we're talking about black wealth, I said I'm going to go back to this because it really had amazing points talking about lost skills that African American families passed down that build wealth before the 1980s. So I still want to share this since we started off with that, just to connect the two stories, looking at the relativeness and of course the difference that we have today. These are literally most skills, money skills, most lost money skills that African American families passed down the generation.
In 1947, a Pullman porter in Chicago named Cleophas earned $1,840 a year. By the time he retired in 1971, he owned 3 houses on the South Side, had put 2 children through Howard University, and held $14,000 in a savings account at Binga State Bank's successor on 47th Street. He never received a raise larger than $1 a week. He never inherited a cent. What he had was a green cloth-bound ledger his mother gave him in 1925, and a set of money rules so disciplined that his grandchildren still own every property he ever bought. He was not exceptional. Across America, in Durham and Tulsa and Oakland, black families were building wealth the country had spent 2 centuries trying to deny them. They did it without mainstream banks, without FHA loans, without inheritance. They built it with skills, habits so effective they survived slavery, Reconstruction, redlining, and the Great Depression.
That's the most beautiful thing I think personally I love about black people. I feel like no matter how many times you know, they oppress us or limit things so that we don't live comfortably, we still find ways of being comfortable with our lives. And I don't mean comfortability like in poverty, you know. We just find ways still, despite them destroying us, we find ways of still rebuilding. Because like you can see, JB Stafford went ahead in Chicago and started a whole new life. That didn't stop him from-
Exactly right. They didn't start, and from that story, they didn't start from where he started at. He didn't start in Oklahoma. But again, he went to Ohio, got his law degree in school. He came back to Kentucky. So they cut off even part in Kentucky. He had to flee from Kentucky. So when he got back to where he's in Kentucky, he became a teacher and a principal of a school. Because of him speaking out against black oppression and black people getting murdered, because this Kentucky is the South, so a lot of people were getting lynched. And so he spoke out against people getting lynched and getting murdered by white people in Kentucky. And they said, hey, nigga, we're going to kill you. And so he heard through the Klan, that they were coming to kill his ass. They were going to lynch him because he didn't keep his mouth shut. He wasn't doing no yassa bossing. Why you ain't yassa bossing, nigga? So he escaped. He fled Kentucky. That's the part of that story that he didn't go. He fled Kentucky in the night because he had been reading up on Oklahoma. So imagine how hard it was, especially back then, to make it from Kentucky all the way to Oklahoma. That's a long place. That's a lot of miles to go. It's a big country. So to go from Kentucky back in the late 1800s all the way over to damn Oklahoma.
You're in a bad area. You're really breaking. Okay. Yeah.
All right,
So
go.
going back, okay.
Almost everyone has been forgotten. We stopped teaching these skills the moment integration made them feel old-fashioned. We were wrong. Number 23 on this list built more black wealth before 1960 than any government program in American history. Number 14 was so common in black neighborhoods that white sociologists wrote papers about it without understanding what they were seeing. And number 1, the quietest skill on this list, turned wages of $4 a week into homes, businesses, and college tuitions for 3 generations. These 30 skills were not about scarcity, they were about strategy under siege. Hit that subscribe button. Let us count down the 30 lost money skills African American families passed down that built generational wealth before 1980. Number 30, the Sausu. 10 women each contributed $5 a week. Every 10th week, one woman walked away with the entire $500. No interest, no paperwork, no bank. A domestic worker in Harlem in 1953 named Beulah used her Susu turn to buy a Singer sewing machine for $89. That machine paid her rent for 11 years and her brownstone down payment in 1964. The technique was West African, carried across the Atlantic in memory, kept alive in black communities for 3 centuries. By 1955, sociologists at Fisk estimated 1 in 4 black women in northern cities belonged to one. The Susu was a bank that could not redline you. Number 29.
Today, if you look at today, I feel like now, for me, if I try to understand the difference, today women are so competitive, It's crazy. Women today are so competitive, who has many baby daddies, who has how many, so crazy stuff. It's not even about achievement. Women are so competitive over bullshit. Over bullshit, for real. Like competitive over nonsense, things that are not even adding value. And it's crazy because majority it's just black women, sadly. It is just black women, like competitive. That's the right term. Over the wrong reasons. Look at how women actually used to work together, come together and create wealth. It's crazy and amazing.
The land deed in the mattress. A sharecropper's son in 1938 Mississippi kept his 40-acre deed inside a flour sack inside the mattress for 40 years. The courthouse was not safe. White clerks routinely lost the records of black landowners. Tax notices went unmailed. Sales were recorded that had never happened. That same deed became the down payment on his daughter's Detroit house in 1962. Black land ownership in America peaked at 16 million acres in 1910. By 1997, it had dropped to less than 2 million. The families who kept theirs knew exactly where the deed was. The mattress was not paranoia. It was institutional memory. Number 28, the Beauty Shop Lending Circle. A beautician in Baltimore in 1956 named Miss Pearl kept a coffee can on her shelf. Every Friday, customers dropped $1 in. When someone needed $30, Miss Pearl pulled it from the can. No interest. The collateral was the next appointment. Miss Pearl lent on character, not paperwork. Her default rate across 19 years was under 2%. The Negro Business League in 1949 estimated more informal credit moved through black salons monthly than through black-owned savings institutions. The beauty shop was a community bank. The shampoo bowl was the teller window. Number 27, buying property in cash. A janitor in Cleveland in 1959 named Roosevelt saved $12 a week for 11 years and bought a duplex for $4,200 in cash. No mortgage, no bank approval, no discriminatory appraisal. Between 1934 and 1968, federal housing policy explicitly excluded black families from mortgage lending. A
That's
black man
exclusive.
walking into a bank for a home loan was almost guaranteed denial.
Told to get his
A
black
black
ass out of
man
there.
walking into closing with cash could not be refused. Roosevelt's duplex stayed in his family for 60 years. The deed was the receipt. The receipt was the freedom. Number 26, the Burial Society. A penny a week. That was the dues at Mount Olive Baptist's Burial Society in Birmingham in 1934. When a member died, the society covered the funeral, the plot, and the headstone. No white insurance company would write a policy on a black sharecropper. The churches stepped in. Every Black Baptist, Methodist, and AME congregation in the South ran one. North Carolina Mutual, founded in 1898, began as an expansion of exactly this idea, the penny-a-week dues that built a black insurance industry. A burial society was not morbid. It was infrastructure. Number 25, reading the Pittsburgh Courier. A subscription cost $5 a year. The paper carried black-owned bank listings, black real estate brokers, and editorials urging black readers to circulate their dollars within black-owned enterprises. A Pullman porter in 1952 who read the Courier on every run knew which black bank to deposit in when he reached Chicago, which black hotel to stay in when he reached Pittsburgh, which black doctor to recommend in St. Louis. The black press in 1950 reached 4 million readers weekly, treating black economic life as a serious subject when no one else would. The newspaper was the financial advisor. Number 24, the cash envelope behind the picture frame. A widow in 1948 Atlanta named Hattie kept $340 in emergency money behind a framed photograph of her late husband. She had heard family stories of the Freedmen's Savings Bank collapse of 1874, and she had lived through the bank runs of 1933. When the doctor delivered her grandson at home in 1951, she paid him from behind the frame. No medical debt, no bill in the mail. For black families in the post-war South, the home cash reserve was prudent. Banks were segregated, hostile, and historically unreliable. The frame was the safe. The safe was the answer banks had repeatedly failed to provide. Number 23, banking at black-owned banks. Mechanics and Farmers in Durham. Citizens Trust in Atlanta. Industrial Bank in Washington. Carver Federal in Harlem. A black family in 1955 banked where they were respected. Maggie Lena Walker founded St. Luke Penny Savings in Richmond in 1903, becoming the first woman of any race to charter a bank in the U.S. By 1924, her bank held nearly $5 million in deposits and had financed over 600 black-owned homes. $1 in a black-owned bank circulated through the black community an average of 9 times before leaving. Every deposit was an act of community defense. Number 22, the garden that replaced the grocery store. A retired railroad worker in Memphis in 1962 grew collards, tomatoes, okra, and sweet potatoes on a quarter-acre lot. Seeds cost $4 in March. The harvest fed his family of 6 for 8 months. His wife canned what they could not eat fresh. The Department of Agriculture in 1965 documented that black families in segregated cities paid 12% more for identical groceries than white families. The garden was not nostalgia. It was a hedge against a market designed against him. He was not gardening. He was opting out. Number 21, the Sunday dinner economy. Every Sunday after church, a family in 1957 Charleston cooked enough food for 15. Cousins came, neighbors came, children of working mothers came. A pot of red rice cost 40 cents and fed 12. The Sunday dinner was a meal and a redistribution system. Anyone short that week ate. Anyone with extra brought it. Federal welfare in 1957 was inaccessible to most black households due to discriminatory administration. The Sunday table did the work the government refused to do. No one called it welfare. They called it family. Number 20, the two-job standard. A man in 1953 Newark worked at Singer's sewing machine by day, and he drove for Brown Bomber Cab on weekends. His wife taught school by day, and she did hair at night. 4 income streams, 1 household. A black factory worker in 1953 could be fired for any reason. A family with 1 income was a family one day from disaster. A family with 4 was a family that could survive losing anyone. Black home ownership rose from 24% in 1940 to 38% by 1970, despite federal policy working against it. He was not working too hard. He was working at the level the situation demanded. Number 19, the Children's Earnings Pool. A boy of 9 in 1944 Detroit shined shoes for 15 cents a pair. His sister cleaned a Grosse Pointe house for $2. Their mother took every penny, deposited it at Industrial Savings Bank, and handed each child a passbook on their 18th birthday. His passbook held $812. It paid his first year at Wayne State. Hers held $1,140. It paid for nursing school. The labor of black children, properly captured, was the only inheritance many families could create. The work was not exploitation. The deposit was inheritance. Number 18, the Church Building Fund. A congregation of 200 in rural Alabama in 1951 saved for 14 years to build a new sanctuary. Every member tithed 10%. The treasurer tracked every dollar in a ledger. The building cost $11,000 when finished in 1965. The church owned itself. The mortgage did not exist. The bank had no leverage. In a county where the sheriff harassed civil rights organizers, the debt-free church was the only space the community fully controlled. Voter registration drives met there. A debt-free building was a debt-free institution. Number 17, the Hand-Me-Down Wardrobe Network. A child's wool coat in Harlem in 1950 might be worn by 6 different children over a decade. It moved between cousins, neighbors, and church families in an unspoken rotation. A new coat at Macy's cost $10. A week's wages for a domestic was $22. The network was the difference between a child walking to school warm or cold. Every mother sent and received. The black church in Harlem essentially ran a parallel garment exchange that clothed thousands of children every winter at almost no cost. The network was not charity, it was logistics. Number 16, the black-owned insurance policy. North Carolina Mutual, Atlanta Life, Supreme Liberty Life, Golden State Mutual. A black family in 1955 bought insurance from a company that believed they were worth insuring. A school teacher in 1955 in Raleigh paid $4 a month for a $2,000 policy from North Carolina Mutual. When her husband died in 1962, it paid in 2 weeks. A white-owned company would have charged $7 a month, taken 3 months to process, and might have contested the claim on a technicality. These companies built 6-story office buildings on premiums paid $1 at a time. The premium was an investment in the only insurer that did not insure against you. In 2016, the Federal Reserve published a study on the racial wealth gap. The average white family held 10 times the wealth of the average black family. The study examined causes, redlining, GI Bill exclusion, predatory lending, and concluded what economists already knew. The gap was not built by personal failure, it was built by policy. What the
Exactly.
study did not measure was what black families built anyway. The black middle class that existed before 1968 was constructed almost
It was built by
entirely
black
without
people.
access to the financial system that
Exactly.
served white America. They did it with rotating savings clubs and black-owned banks.
We built it
They did it
ourselves.
with cash purchases and family land. They did it with skills no school existed to teach. The skills worked. The system fought them. The skills still worked.
Remember, and that's why
Number
they wanted to
15.
destroy that. Pause it, pause it.
Layaway-
Remember, in that time, understand the black economy was coming too dominant, and they were scared. So the CIA, ain't funny, our own fake ass government, you FBA handkerchief head niggas, your own government seek to destroy your ass because your economy was becoming too strong. And said we must put these niggas back on the plantation and destroy the economy. So we're going to bring this handkerchief head creature from Atlanta named MLK to do the job. And so they're going to put you on the plantation by integrating you because they know you love white daddy and white mommy. Since you were segregated, oh, I want to be with Mr. Charlie. You go look this up. It's called How to Sell to the Negro. Because your economy had already decided by the 1970s if we don't destroy these niggas, their economy will become too strong and dominant, and we won't be able to destroy these niggas and put them back in poverty and put them under our foot. So that's why they gave you this fake civil rights movement with MLK and you niggas marching and hollering and shit. So you can go give white people all your money and destroy your own businesses because even though you created shit, it's one thing the white man can always depend on. The self-hate he gave you niggas. You worshiping this white man and your goofy churches and you worship white people. He knows that. That's what he gave you globally. So he knew if he said, okay, you goofy backward ass niggas, I'm going to let you shop with me. And you don't have to shop in your own stores. You can be like white people and can give me all your money. He said, oh, thank you, Mr. Charlie. Thank you. And so you help engineer the destruction of everything Joey's talking about. None of this shit exists today. None of it. None of this shit Joey's talking about in this video exists today. We didn't grow up with none of this. None of this exists to make us financially strong and relevant. That's why you got these foreigners. Oh, you black people don't got shit. Oh, you ain't never had shit. You don't ever do shit. That's that fuck shit we hear. Because they don't know our history or the history of America. They don't know none of this. Half of us don't even know none of this. They damn sure ain't gonna teach you in none of they fucked up schools. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna learn this in none of they schools that they get our kids going to. Since we integrated, you know, as we integrated, most black people can't read, can't construct a sentence. And they made the black race almost in the functional morons. It's some diabolical shit. Go ahead, Joby.
Discipline. A mother in 1961, Pittsburgh put 50 cents a week on layaway at a black-owned dress shop for 14 weeks. The Easter dress cost $7.
I'm going out, shit.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
By the Saturday before Easter,
Hear me?
You're in beats. You're still breaking.
it was paid for. Layaway was the credit system for people the credit system would not serve. No interest, no credit check, no bill in the mail. Across 4 years, she purchased over $200 in goods and paid 0 interest. Layaway was patience converted into purchasing power.
Okay, can you hear me now, Joby? Can you hear me now? Hear me now?
Yes.
Now remember,
Boy. He's gone. You are logged out, kid. Come back again.
The funeral that doubled as a reunion. A grandmother died in 1958, Mississippi. 40 relatives came home from Chicago, Detroit, and Los Angeles. After the burial, the family gathered in her kitchen and divided her assets.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yes.
I think you hear my whole damn thing went out. This bad internet. I'm in northern Florida. Internet's all messed up. I'm not even in Louisiana or Mississippi. Anyway, like I was saying, I want you to notice how everyone's dressed back then. How these people have destroyed us. I want you to know how everybody is dressed. And that they had video out, everyone could talk. Everybody, they dressed each other in respect and dignity. You had no half naked ass black women talking crazy, being disrespectful. It didn't exist. Because we had control of our communities. Usually everybody's well dressed, well mannered. That's been completely destroyed. So how we get from there to what we are today? How did it happen? And my grandmother's generation to what we are today of walking around functional idiots. Talking crazy, looking crazy. That's how you know there was a psyop done on our ass. Because you can't explain what happened to us. Because the people back then, they couldn't even relate to black people today. They'd be shocked. I'll be honest, they would be appalled. They would be appalled of who their grandchildren are today. They would be fucking appalled. Go ahead, Joby.
The land, the house, the silver, the quilts, the savings. No lawyer, no probate, no estate tax. The agreement was written by hand and signed by all 40. Probate courts in white-controlled counties routinely lost paperwork, charged inflated fees, and ruled against black heirs. The kitchen was the alternative. The land in question is still owned today by the descendants who farmed it. The funeral was the will. The kitchen was the courtroom. Number 13, teaching the children to count change. A boy of 7 in 1949 Atlanta was taught to count change before he could read. His mother handed him a quarter at the corner store and expected him to come back with the right groceries and the right coin. By 12, he could budget a week of groceries on $3. He knew which clerks shortchanged black customers. Financial literacy in black households was taught at 5 at the kitchen table with real coins because the schools would not teach it.
Exactly.
The lesson
Hostile world.
was the money. The money was the lesson. Number 12, the bus pass math. A factory worker in 1956 Philadelphia calculated whether the bus pass was cheaper than walking. He calculated everything. Black workers in 1956 spent 18% of income on transportation, double their white counterparts, due to housing segregation pushing them farther from jobs. He walked 4 miles each way in good weather. The annual savings ran $84, enough for 2 months of rent. He resold his work boots at the black-owned cobbler for $1.50 instead of buying new at $11. He was not cheap. He was accounting for a city designed against him. Number 11, the hair done at home economy. A woman in Cleveland in 1957 did not pay $3 at the salon. She paid 50 cents for a relaxer at the drugstore, and she did her own hair at the kitchen table on Saturday morning. Across a year, she saved $130. That was a month's rent in a Cleveland tenement. The technique was passed at every kitchen table in every black neighborhood. A daughter sat between her mother's knees and learned how it was done. 20 years later, she taught her own daughter. The skill was the savings. The savings paid the rent. Number 10, the two-family mortgage. A man in 1962 Brooklyn could not get approved for a $14,000 mortgage alone. So he and his brother bought together. 2 incomes, 2 signatures, 1 mortgage. By 1975, the house was paid off. They sold it in 1981 for $48,000 and split the proceeds. The two-family mortgage was the workaround for income discrimination. The bank could deny 1 black applicant. It struggled to deny 2 with combined income exceeding the threshold by 40%. The brother was the bank. The bank had no idea. Number 9, the HBCU pipeline.
We were close to that. Now we're all disheveled. We don't know our families. We're not community anymore. They destroyed us as a people. I'm gonna be honest. They destroyed us as a people. I know I'm part of it too. Yeah, you ain't never had your family. I sure don't. I sure goddamn don't. So I'm gonna be honest. Right? Because even my kids, I was like, when my son go down, like, who are our cousins? Who is this? I don't know. Go find them. Shit. Ask me a bunch of questions. Shit. All these damn questions. Shit. so ask me all these goofy ass questions. What I'm saying, can you build with a brother? Or you're gonna start getting angry and fighting over who's gonna get the majority of the house and the money? Is it gonna be some scamming? Can you even trust each other anymore? Can you trust your brother? I'm gonna keep it honest. As much as I love my brothers, I wouldn't buy no house with their ass. Absolutely not. I'm keeping it funky. I'm keeping it real. What? Their mortgage? Oh, no. Absolutely not. So, we're raised differently. We're less trusting and we're less communal. We're more like white people now. We're selfish. We're backbiting. We're selfish. We're like Europeans now. We lost that African communal spirit that we've had. We're more European than anything now. We're selfish. We don't care. We're not concerned. We're mean. Shit. How you gonna do that and talking about, hey brother, let's buy a house together? What's your brother gonna say? Nah, I'm not about to do that shit. I don't trust your ass. Go ahead, jump in.
A daughter in 1959, Memphis was accepted to Tennessee State. Tuition was $340 a year.
It's cheap as hell. Look at that. But look, let me say something. I know I'm gonna rub with some fellas, but the HBCUs, as good as we need our own education, that's where all your handkerchief head bootlick niggas come out of. And even the white schools. But we know these schools were designed to turn Negroes into boot-licking, ass-kissing, buck-dancing, yassa-bossing ass niggas. And that's just a fact. You didn't go to no HBCU, I sure did. So what? I'm just telling you what the hell they produce. In the beginning, it was good because, of course, black people had to be educated. We built our own colleges. Hey, great. That's good. I get it. We need it. But what they produce, they don't produce no revolutionaries in there talking about fight the white man. They talking about white daddy. How can I open my mouth and suck your ball sack? That just keep 100, and what do you have in the black colleges? Since we got a lot of time, we're going to say, what do you have in black colleges? I didn't go to no black college. I didn't go to the black college, but hey, I had one kid that wanted to go. He went to about, I don't know what's in there. What you have? You have a lot of colorism. All black, light skin against dark skin. Light skin against dark skin. The white man's mindset. Same shit they got through Africa. Dark skin ain't shit. Light skin on top. Yeah. And don't try to lie. You know that's the HBCU coach. Even Spike Lee talked about it in school days. Yeah. Because we're so fucked up with the white man's mindset in those schools. right? And you get those gay ass fraternities that's bootlicking them Greek fraternities. That's bootlick central casting couch. You know it. All them gay routines they do up in there. These bootlicking handkerchief head niggas making themselves, yeah, white daddy, we doing your thing. We're ready when we graduate to do your bidding, white daddy. We're here. You know, but you know, those colleges are based on colorism. That's why if you look at all the HBCUs from over 100 years ago, I had Joe show you guys that 3 years ago. What was it? Mostly all mulattoes. You didn't know that was it. You didn't know you were looking at a picture of black people. Howard, what's that school down in Virginia? Whatever that shit called. Hampton, get Howard, Hampton, Morehouse, Fisk, all these goofy HB. I can't name all these goofy HBCU colleges. All these ones they got. Well, you go back to the 1900 picture, whatever you call it. You know, they class photos. It's a bunch of fucking mulattoes. You're like, damn, this a black school? Are these black people? They look just as white as the next whitest cornbread you ever seen. Who's this? This is HBCU? Who are these white people? No, those are mulattoes. And you know, you've been to any goddamn HBCU, it's out the room, quad room, mulatto, and then nigga. Black on the bottom. It's deep. It is deep. So, go ahead, Joey. Go ahead and play that. We're going to show them.
Her father, a janitor at the Peabody Hotel, had saved $5 a week since the day she was born. She graduated in 1963 with zero debt. She began sending $40 a month home. By 1970, her brother was at Fisk on the same pipeline.
Told you, Fisk. I named Fisk. I named Fisk. I named all. I don't know all of them. I got some of them. Fisk. Another bootlicking handkerchief head. Another bootlick handkerchief head industrial ass college to make puppet ass niggas. Go ahead, Joe.
Was roughly 1/5 that of a flagship state university. The education was rigorous. The graduates pulled their families into the professional class. That amount was not a sacrifice. It was an investment with a 60-year return. Number 8, the rent party. A widow in 1954, Harlem could not make rent in March.
Everybody knows about the rent party. I think they were still holding those when I was in junior. My last year in high school, especially around Maryland, the DMV area, a lot of cats are holding rent party. What's this? Oh man, it's a rent party. A rent party? I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of action at them rent parties. I love them things. I got a lot of action. Shit.
Rent party the Saturday before the 1st. Neighbors paid 50 cents at the door for fried fish, potato salad.
We didn't pay no 50 cents. They give like $5
in the morning. She made $40 that night. Rent was paid on Monday. Sociologists at Columbia in the 1940s estimated rent parties covered as much as 15% of all rental arrears in central Harlem.
It was
the party
big.
was not desperation. It was community insurance with a soundtrack. Number 7, the Tool Co-op.
Pause it. The only problem with the rent party, you didn't want these Negroes to tear your shit up. Remember? Come in and be breaking up the furniture, fucking up shit, dancing, hitting shit. And you always had to keep people out what? Your mama's bedroom. Somebody fucking in your house. Somebody in one of the extra bedrooms having sex. Hey, don't go in my parents' bed. Don't go in nobody's bedroom up in there. Don't be find your ass in nobody's bedroom. Better take your ass to a hotel and go home with that shit. That's a fact, Joey. Always somebody try to sneak out and get some coochie in somebody's bed. Hey, you better get your ass out of here with that shit. So, you always remember, the man say, hey, don't let me find you in my bed, my mama's bedroom, right? Some shit, like, or somebody's bedroom, you're gonna get hurt. I said, why would I want to be in somebody's bedroom? See, I'm from the West Coast. I never seen that in the West Coast. Now me coming all the way up to the East Coast, I was learning new culture, right? I said, why would I want to be in somebody's bed, shit, and having sex in somebody's house? Ain't that like weirdo shit? Everybody have, what you say, Joey?
Very weird behavior.
Yeah. It's just weird. And you got a party going on out there. People having music. I'm in the back room. One of these rooms, I don't know who I'm in, on somebody's clean sheets. Hopefully they clean. Because if they dirty, I'm not fucking with it either. I'm like, oh man, these sheets are fucked up.
58 Oakland did not own a circular saw. He shared one with 4 other men on his block. One had the saw, one the drill, one the pipe wrench, one the ladder, one the level. 5 households, 1 set of tools, a 75% reduction in capital outlay across a decade. When one man re-roofed his house, the other 4 came to help. The block functioned as a hardware store, a building supply, and a labor pool. The arrangement built 4 houses worth of equity at the cost of 1 set of tools. Number 6, the pressed suit standard. A father in St. Louis in 1955 owned 2 suits, custom fitted by a black tailor on Franklin Avenue for $38 each.
Not a whole 2 suits. Watch out.
They were pressed every Sunday and hung on cedar hangers. He wore them for 15 years. 2 well-made suits, properly maintained, outlasted 8 cheap suits and presented better at every funeral, wedding, and job interview. A pressed suit bought him respect at the bank counter, the doctor's office, and the courthouse, where being dismissed as poor cost more than any suit ever could. He bought the suit once. The respect it bought compounded for 15 years.
This called fake it till you make it. Don't look poor, exactly. Because you'll get treated different when you look poor. That's why you always look good. You don't want to look poor. You look poor, people treat you all fucked up. Classic. Now that's true, sadly enough. Good.
Number 5, the black newspaper subscription. A Chicago Defender subscription in 1952 cost $7.50 a year. A subscriber in Memphis read about a Gary, Indiana teaching job paying $300 more than his current position.
So you move over there.
He applied. He got it. The job change netted him $4,200 in additional wages over 14 years.
Pause it.
The Defender effectively
Pause it. But all depends. See, you're leaving out the key thing. Is it more expensive to live in Memphis or live way over in Indianapolis? That's a long ass way away. So, yeah, okay, you're making more money, but is that beneficial? Is the cost of living in 1952 Memphis the same as the cost of living in 1952 Indianapolis? That's the question. And that's a long ass way away. Shit. So before you make that move, you can't just say I'm getting more money. You gotta say, well, is everything more expensive in Indianapolis than it is in Memphis? Because if you move up there and you're making more money, but everything's more expensive, you ain't gained nothing. So you gotta make sure that the cost of living is reasonably the same as living in Memphis. And I'm here to tell you, back there, Memphis is the South. Indianapolis is the North. I think the shit probably costs more living in the North. You know that's the fact. So I don't know if it would have been a benefit for me to move all the way to Indianapolis, depending on how much more I'm getting paid, right? I mean, of course, the racism is less. I mean, Indianapolis still racist, but it's not like 1952 Memphis in your face. Hey, you no good, wretched ass nigga. You know, that's what you get in Memphis in 1952. In 1952 Indianapolis, you might get, hey boy, you want some gas in this car? You might know racism there, but it's not, hey, you no good dirty nigga. so that might be a benefit, better to raise your children in. Just just a psychological difference, no, to be called a dirty nigga in your face, right? So at least you know. But I get what they're saying, that there's a benefit in having a national newspaper let you know about certain job positions in other parts of the country, that now you got the information to go ahead and move. That's what this needs to be happening in Africa, because that's what America is. Just all these states are just independent countries. See, if you can go to Africa, you can get in Nairobi and go to South Africa and get a job. Oh, they got the xenophobia and the different black people nonsense. That's how Africa should be set up. If I get a job in Angola, I see in the newspaper, I should just go there. That's how America's set up, because all these states are just independent countries. That's what they are. Considered states, but they're actually independent countries. Indiana, Tennessee, California, the independent countries. So, but like I'm saying, I don't know. I probably would have moved out of Memphis because of the deep racism in 1952. I'm not saying Indianapolis is not a racist. It's just not, back then, it just was overtly racist, right? It was racist because you got a big Klan population there too in Indianapolis. But, you know, Memphis, 1952, oh man, the racism was like palpable. What are you doing up in here, nigga? I'm just trying to get some bread, sir. Bread! Nigga, we don't serve no bread to no niggas. Get your ass out of here. Listen, Indianapolis, say, what you doing in here, boy? I'm just trying to get some bread. Okay, you got the money? Yes, I do, sir. Okay, boy, get the bread and get out. Right? So you was still got the bread. You would have been called a boy, right? Memphis, you would have called a nigga and never got the bread. Go ahead, Joe.
As the placement office for the Great Migration, directing migration patterns from the south to the industrial
south to the north. Exactly.
The
If I was in the
smallest
south, going
line
north.
item in the household budget, the highest returning. Number 4, the cash funeral plan. A grandfather in 1949 Birmingham paid Smith & Gaston Funeral Home $5 a month for 20 years. By the time he died in 1969, his funeral was paid in full. His widow buried him without taking a single dollar from the household. The mortgage continued. Her independence continued. The prepaid funeral was the most valuable thing her husband ever bought her. The gift of not having to make any financial decision in the worst week of her life. The $5 a month was love. The receipt was the proof. Number 3, the property tax discipline. A black family in 1957, rural Georgia, paid their property tax 6 months early every year. They paid in person, and they
Just in
demanded a
case.
receipt that was kept and stored in a locked safe.
Exactly. Because if anybody,
Tax off-
see, as black people, we knew the system was always against us. We knew shit we had to pay in advance, and we need to share that receipt. Because they'll come and say, we don't got no receipt. We're going to need your land. We know white people come steal the land. We knew that. We need the receipt. We need to have it locked up so we can show it's our shit. And sometimes that wouldn't even work. They still steal your shit. Said, that receipt ain't no good. Like, what? Right here. Well, we don't recognize it. Like, get your ass off this land. Go ahead, get your black ass off this land.
Counties tried to misplace black landowners' payments.
Exactly.
Between 1920 and 1970, black families lost an estimated 13 million acres through
Of
tax
course.
sales.
They didn't lose it. It was stolen. Like white people, it wasn't lost. They're not crazy as AI. If I lost, it was lost. No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen. Okay? Stolen. They stole the shit. Because black people having anything causes white rage. So they stole it. They do schemes and scams to steal your shit and then look at you in your face. So what, nigga? What you gonna do about it? We stole your shit. You say, oh, well, yes, boss. Not gonna do nothing today. We know you're not. Now get your black ass off the land. Yes, boss. Go ahead, Joe.
Closures and partition sales. The family in question held their 80 acres through 3 generations because every January 2nd, the patriarch walked to the courthouse and paid the year in full. The receipt in the dresser drawer was the deed's bodyguard. Number 2, the skill that could not be fired. A welder in 1961 in Gary, Indiana, could weld better than any man in his plant. His welds were tested at twice the required pressure and never failed. When layoffs came in 1962, he kept his job. White workers
remember when the layoff? Yeah, so what? Still, when the layoffs came, they shipped all that shit to China, and they still got rid of your black ass. You can weld, but there's no job unless you know how to speak Chinese. They sent that shit to China, and you get your black ass out of here. Go ahead, Joe.
Lost theirs. Black workers in the industrial Midwest learned early that being adequate was not enough. A merely competent black worker was always more vulnerable than a merely competent white one. A clearly superior black worker was harder to fire and harder to underpay. The skill was the union. The skill was the insurance.
They didn't want black people in the union.
Was the negotiation. Number 1, paying yourself first on Friday. The simplest skill on this list. The most powerful. The most completely
10% away to invest it. Yep.
A Pullman porter in Chicago in 1947 named
you invest that money.
Cashed his check every Friday. Before rent, before groceries, before household money.
He
took $4 off the top, 11% of his wages, and put it in a passbook savings account. Every week for 46 years,
compound interest.
He did not save what was left. He saved first and lived on what remained. The order was everything. Anything saved last was anything that was never saved. Anything saved first was money that had already left the household before any decision was made about how to spend it. Across 46 years, that $4 a week became 3 houses, 2 college tuitions, and a $14,000 cushion his widow lived on for the rest of her life. He used no advisor.
Because it becomes compound. He's not saying. So when you save like that, especially back then, you reach a certain point, I think it's like 6, 7 years, the money starts to compound. So compound interest takes in, if you like that, if you're disciplined and let them pay you. This is what we were taught growing up, but none of us do it no more. Because we lost everything. Even I was taught this by my own goopy daddy. It's compound interest. You take that money, you pay yourself first. He still was goopy shit. You take, and at a certain time, if you don't do nothing, you don't have to, this is not investing. I would tell you to invest the money. But on safe, maybe annuities. Your best investment is going to be annuities, where you can't get wiped out. But today's stock market, that might not be true anymore too, because it's a scam. But back then, you get yourself a high yield savings account, a Roth IRA savings account, right? That gives you compound interest. A lot of them are trying to stop this because that's how you become rich without doing nothing, but just having discipline. So you put this in this account, these money, you tell a little bit of money, but 10 years, in 10 years, you start gaining what's called compound interest. Compounding that. That means that shit is doubling, tripling, quadrupling. And by the time you save that shit for 40 years, you should be a goddamn millionaire without doing nothing but being disciplined. Just taking $4, $5 out of your check every goddamn year. I mean, every time you get paid, every time you get paid, every 2 weeks, like I said, every 2 weeks you take that money out. Damn, I forgot they changed the damn interstate over there. every two weeks, you take that money out, rain or shine. Discipline. It don't be a lot. And let me do this for me, Joe, real quick. Go to Google. So they still do, say what is compound interest? How long does it take for your money to compound?
Compound interest is interest you earn on both your original money, the principal, and the interest
Exactly.
that builds up over time. You can
Exactly.
think of it as earning interest on interest, which helps your savings grow faster and faster.
Goes faster and faster. Because you're getting money on top of money. You reach a certain point. So ask Google to say when does your interest compound? Or what year does your money compound? Using compound, I think it's between 7 to 10 years. Once you reach the 7 to 10 years period, that shit grows exponentially. So ask Google, so how many years does it take for your money to compound?
They're saying the interest starts adding up to your money right away.
It's right away. I don't think it's right away. To me, I think it's more like between. To me, I think it's like 17 when you really feel it, when it really takes off, and it fucks your mind up. You're like, what? How much I got up in this thing? Yeah. You're becoming wealthy without doing nothing but being disciplined. So all you did was take your money and put it into this compound interest account. So all you did is be disciplined. Say, I'm going to take $5 every 2 weeks and put it in there, period. And act like he said, act like I don't even see it. But it takes discipline. He said, oh, I can't put it in this 2 weeks. I got other shit I got to do. And then you always have other shit you got to do. And then when it starts to compound, you ain't got no money in there. Because you had other shit you had to do besides getting rich. so it's always about discipline. So if you can be disciplined, hey, just put it in there. There's no fault to it. There's no fault. It's the perfect thing you can do. But I'm not gonna lie. My goofy daddy told me to do it. I didn't do it.
No planner.
So
He used a passbook, a discipline, and a refusal
exactly.
to spend a dollar.
He said discipline. I gotta say it. It takes discipline. If you're disciplined, all you gotta do is be disciplined. Some people you see, I'm not disciplined. Shit, I ain't stopped eating yet. Shit. If you're disciplined, there's no reason you should not end up your life, especially in your 20s, by the time you're 50, retired and living good. Except for you not being disciplined. That's it. If you're smart enough in your mid to late 20s, take a few dollars out, put into a damn an account. All you gotta do, you ain't gotta touch it. Just let it, just put it in there and forget about it. And do it every 2 weeks.
Himself. A family today that pays itself first on Friday has the single most powerful wealth building tool any working person has ever possessed. Not
That's what I
a stock
said.
tip, not a side hustle, not an app, a passbook, a Friday, a
Not an
dollar
app,
off the top.
not a side hustle.
Pullman Porter paid himself first for 46 years and built generational wealth on a porter's wages.
Exactly,
He was not
generational
lucky.
wealth.
He was not exceptional.
He was
He was
disciplined.
disciplined. He
Exactly.
paid himself before America had a chance to charge him for being black. These 30 skills were not poverty habits. They were the distilled financial intelligence of a people who built wealth in a country that had built itself on their unpaid labor. They banked where they were respected. They bought what they could pay for. They taught their children to count change before they could read. They built churches that owned themselves and insurance companies that insured them when no one else would. We let those skills fade. The convenience that replaced them has not
We didn't let them fade. We didn't let them fade. We did not let them fade. They were taken from us through integration and moronic ass MLK bullshit. They didn't fade nowhere. It was taken from us, and now we don't know them, and most people are stupid. So that's what happened. It didn't fade. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, that's the end of that. But yeah, we're gonna get into our main conversation. Shout out to everyone with us on the chat. Speak Jason, Lights Long, Jibba Jabba, Derek, hope you guys are doing great and having a beautiful day. Yeah, we get into our main conversation. Then I'm going to read the comments, all of them, as we get to closer to winding up. The Mexican streamer. That's our
How much?
topic.
Yeah. Pull that up on TikTok. Should be. So you guys know. So you know all these Hispanics. That people always want to be racist to black people. And so I'm sure you guys probably already seen this video yourselves. I seen it on TikTok the other day. So you got this Mexican walking through parts of the black city and wants to talk shit to black people and ends up getting his ass beat, right? He wants to be able to openly come up and call you a nigga and thought nothing was going to happen. See, remember, by themselves, they're scared. So that's why especially Mexicans always want to attack black people in a pack. But one-on-one, they know they're going to get their ass fucked up. All races know that, especially black Americans. All races know if it's one-on-one, you get knocked the fuck out.
Oh,
So they usually want to be, probably going to be a bunch of them. Two people already talked about it.
Like I hate what, nigga?
There you go. Hey, that's it.
I think I've seen this before too on Instagram. It's not new. He's
Yeah.
been doing this.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, he been doing it for a while. Exactly. I'm gonna say, but this one's new.
Wait, they're saying I pressed you. Didn't do shit. Hang
Like
him.
what? Like what are you talking about?
Damn, bro. Or what? Pussy. Oh, you trying to fight? I'm not trying to fight, but wait.
See,
No, you don't have to
see,
fight.
Fonzie, don't you never see black people go? You never see black people going around being racist. Nobody. See, this is not our nature. Because remember, all these people are animals. They all carry animal genetics. They're all low vibration, no inbred beings. That's what you see. That's why this is the behavior you get. So I tell you, when they come upon you with this whole shit, you know, you whip their ass into another life. Go ahead.
You're a nigga. Shut up. Shut up.
What you call me?
Yo, can I get my glasses back? Can I get my glasses back? I don't care about what you're doing, bro. I don't care. I don't.
When he get to running, coming to get his ass. Mexican, you cannot run nobody black. You gotta take this ass whipping like a man. Chill,
No, bro.
Too late for chilling. Gotta get this work.
Chill, bro. You on that fame ass nigga. You a nigga. I'm not on the internet nigga. My mama nigga. I'm not on the internet. I don't on the internet nigga. My mama nigga. It's over. I don't crib nigga. It's over. It's over.
Man, you sorry. Too late to be sorry. Trying to get this work.
Like I hate what nigga.
Chicken? What about black meat? Have you ever been with a black guy? No? Would you?
No.
Why? I have a question. Would you ever get blacked?
What? What does that mean?
What you mean?
What does get blacked mean?
Are black guys your type? Have you been with more than 3 BBCs? Have you been blacked at least 3 times?
What are these black guys' questions?
Have you ever taken BBC?
Yes.
This shit just gets worse and worse.
Try it or no?
What?
Like, are you attracted to BBC or no?
No. I mean, I don't know. If I end up dating a person that color, then I guess. I don't.
Every son is attractive?
No.
You're into black guys, right?
No, I'm not.
Because you were in a room full of. Never mind. That was the old you. I forgot. My bad.
Okay.
Wait, you
Wow. This is crazy.
Hey, brother, you better turn your radio back.
Do what these black lives matter that they want to be paid for
being what is it, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
Yeah, there.
Are you talking about reparation? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina.
Yes.
But it was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it. So
yeah, and that's what we, the Raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody getting reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it.
Sound crazy that sounds? Motherfuckers wasn't here. What is you talking about?
It's not fair, dog. How are you going to
It's not fair, dog, that you motherfuckers wasn't here. Huh? You motherfuckers wasn't even here. What is you talking about?
To a specific group, dog. This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
Because this specific group built the country, moron. This specific group was enslaved to build this bitch before there even was an America, stupid. This was still under British rule 200 years before it became America, dummy. And black people were building this bitch, not your ass. You got your punk ass here 2 days ago as a foreign Mexican, right? Speaking your fucked up Mexican Spanish. You motherfuckers only speak real Spanish. That Mexican shit. That's why. That's why. I told you. I know. It ain't funny. You motherfuckers all classify yourself as white, don't you? Now you want to be Mexican again. You look at your birth certificate. The white people let you do that to increase their fake numbers. They look at your driver's license. All you Mexicans driver's license. It don't ever say Mexican. It say white. And white people let you fuck around and play that game until they don't. So are you crying about you being reparation when you classify as white? You classify as white. That's what you motherfuckers do. Until white people say, nah, you're not white. I'm not white anymore, white man. I'm white on my license. I classify as white. That's what you motherfuckers do. And this is known. It's not me saying it. This is known. It's the scam they run so white people can increase their fake dying numbers. They made all these other people white. Right? So are you crying about getting some shit and you classify yourself as white? Which one is it? Are you white or Hispanic? Which one is it? Because damn sure on your driver's license and all your other documents, you wrote white on that shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Go ahead, Joby, go ahead.
White people with so much guilt. It was
they took it to a whole nother level. It's more than.
I know. Go ahead. Let me finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they deserve reparations. They said that they will be actively outside protesting, preventing Black Americans from receiving reparations.
Of course they would, because remember, we're supposed to stay on the bottom. That's the exact problem with, because the racial pyramid scheme that these white people put globally to make sure Black people stay on the bottom. So all these other fake racists feel upset if white people leapfrog them in power and wealth, because they've been all made up as fake upper classes. Go ahead, Joe. Let me finish.
Right, you don't see, at least I don't see Black Americans hiring undocumented immigrants to do home improvement jobs on their houses, like roofing, going inside doing the floor work,
none of these motherfuckers.
They're calling ICE on these undocumented immigrants.
That's what white people do.
It's completed. Black Americans are just staying out the way when it comes to ICE. It's not our problem. Simply, it's not our problem. And when they talk about they need reparations, well, the natives, the R in reservation stands for reparations. And when it comes to Mexicans, these mestizos, because that's what they are, you need to take up your reparations with the crown of Spain. That's
Spain,
who colonized Mexico. America has nothing to do with owing mestizos, Mexicans, reparations.
And your Spanish is fucked up.
The hell is mestizos?
Mestizos. That's what they really are. They call them mestizos. They want to classify themselves. That's the real classification. They're called mestizos.
Okay.
Y'all
That's
colonizers.
the
I mean, because if you think about it, Spanish is
and it
not
makes
an
that's what
indigenous language.
exactly Spanish exactly. Spanish, look, that's why if you ever call, I didn't know this because I was young, right? That's why if you call a real Spanish guy from Europe or Mexican, he'll fucking curse your ass out. I ain't no goddamn Mexican. We colonized them fucking no good hybrid bastards. I'm like, what? I said, Emilio, you're not, because I was from California. I forgot about Spain. I thought everybody spoke Spanish was probably Mexican. He said, I ain't no goddamn Mexican. I'm Spanish. I am the, I'm proud to. I'm the colonizer. I'm not the colonized. I'm from Spain. I said, oh shit, this shit go deep. He said, why do you think they speak Spanish in Mexico? We colonized their ass. That's why. I'm European. I'm white. Ain't no goddamn mestizo. Ain't no goddamn mestizo. No dirty Mexican. I said, God damn. I just asked him, was he Mexican? I got all that. I just asked, hey, amigo, man, are you Mexican? Man, motherfucker gave me that whole Spain. Ain't no goddamn Mexican. I'm European. I'm Spanish. I'm white. I'm the colonizer, not the colonized. I was like, damn. I guess he told my black ass he's the colonizer, not the colonized.
To Mexico, and just like practicing being Catholic is really not an indigenous religion. That all comes.
They gave it to you,
Spain colonizing,
Spain forcing on your ass.
So that's where your reparation claim is with Spain. I know a lot of y'all pay homage to Spain because you owe Spain. Literally, you owe Spain.
They want to be white Spaniards, but the white Spaniards can't stand these mestizo motherfuckers. So you're not Spanish, motherfucker. You're a Mexican. That's what the fuck you are. You guys ever notice? You guys ever look? Remember, you guys look at Mexican TV? They never have no mestizos on there. They only have Spanish people. They never have none of these motherfuckers on their own TV. Just like you would find Africa used to have all white people, like South Africa. But when you go to Mexico, anybody lives on the border, but now you ain't got no border now. You got cable now, and in that TV, go to Telemundo or any one of these goddamn Spanish-speaking TVs, you never see no mestizos on that shit, ever. You always see white Spanish motherfuckers. You never see these motherfuckers even on TV in their own country. Never. You never see these motherfuckers on TV. Ever. In Mexico, there be white Spanish motherfuckers on that shit. That's why they want to call themselves white. They don't never put mestizo on their license. And the mestizo, oh, I white like Eddie.
You're breaking.
Mexicans.
Yeah, a little bit. Say it again.
I'm breaking.
Okay, I can hear you now. Say it again.
Why do Mexicans why do Mexicans put white on their driver's license? Ask that for TikTok. Say, why do Mexicans put white on their driver's license?
So this is an interesting topic because Mexicans were defined as white by treaty under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo after the Mexican-American War, because at the time only Africans and white people could become citizens of the U.S. So this was just
because he said so this is a guy telling you wasn't here. The only white people and African, us. You motherfuckers wasn't here, so they wanted to reclassify you as white. They brought you up in it to increase their numbers, but you're not white. Go ahead, Joker.
Law only allow those two groups, and Mexicans obviously were not like defined as that. But because they were going to be given citizenship after the war, if they chose to remain on American soil, only one American soil at the time, instead of going back to Mexico or declaring themselves Mexican citizens, this was implied that they were white by treaty. Following this, there were legal battles. For example, in 1897, there was Rodriguez who was trying to get his citizenship in Texas, but he had to go to court over it because there was opposition to this. At the time, again, they
said he wasn't white.
Only white people and Africans could get citizenship, and that he was
exactly. They told him he wasn't white. Exactly. You Mexicans gonna get citizenship in this bitch, and the white people told you right there, this over here, that you're not white. You trying to get citizenship in Texas? They told you no, Mexican. Fuck no. You're not white. Only black people and white people. That's it. Not your ass. And you want to talk about, we was here doing work long. You wasn't here, motherfucker. Go ahead, Joe.
Winning the case, the judge ruled in his favor, citing the 14th Amendment, and that regardless of origin or race, you could obtain.
Hey, look, and the 14th Amendment, again, so once again, black people, you get the 14th Amendment is something with black people, not your ass. But once again, our shit helped your no good ass. Go ahead, Joe.
This case served to only reinforce the Treaty of Guadalupe in defining Mexicans as legally white for a lot of purposes. This is just literally some actual dialogue from 1897 where he was being questioned by the opposition, where they were asking him, do you belong to the Aztec race of Mexico? And he said, no. Do you belong to the race of Spain? And he said, no. What race?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know. So
exactly, you can't say Spain. Yeah, exactly right. See, I told you, they can't say Spain because Spain don't accept these mestizo motherfuckers. They conquered their ass, but they don't say that they're Spaniards. They say we forcefully speak Spanish, right? Just like they'll tell you that a motherfucker in Kenya is not English. He's a nigga that speaks English, but he's not British, right? That's what they're saying. Yeah, you speak Spanish, motherfucker. You ain't Spanish. go ahead, Joe.
It goes all the way back to over a century. But yeah, nowadays, this is pretty outdated. There's no need for this to be the case for Mexicans to be legally white, but it's still, or Latinos or Hispanics in general. But it's there, honestly, unless like we change it or we identify something else. Because now you have the ability to. But a lot of times,
exactly, but you want to identify as white, and that's why you do it, because you want to be part of the racial hierarchy, the racial goddamn oppressor class. You want to get the benefits of being white. You don't want to get the benefits of being a dirty mestizo. That's why Joby even said, mestizo, what's that? You don't want to be that. You don't want to be what you are. Go ahead, Joby.
Joe Mosquito, I don't think I can be able to unblock Jason. It's only, I think you can do that. I don't know how he was blocked. I don't know, but I can still comment.
Yeah, you can do that. You got to go into the next time you get you can do it before I can. I can't do it all. I'm not got a computer. When you go on the computer, go under go to the back thing of the channel and scroll down. Scroll down where it says, what does it say?
The blocked people?
Yeah, it said blocked or something.
Okay, I'll check
on the side. Yeah, you do it later.
Always default Latinos or Hispanics as being of the white race automatically. And of course, this has the basis on well over a century ago as to why we do that. But nowadays, you have the freedom to identify the actual correct race that a lot of Mexicans or Latinos would be. So you could actually identify as American Indian if you'd like, or both, or whatever the hell you want. But now you have that freedom. That's the whole point of it. In the past, this designation was very necessary because times were different. And so it was a victory back then for Mexicans to be defined as legally white, because that's the only way they would have rights.
Mexicans and black people haven't really always had the best relationship.
Exactly right.
And now I know why. It was a survival tactic because they just wanted to be treated as people. And the closer the proximity to whiteness.
Exactly. Exactly. They didn't want to be part of the they want to be part of the oppressor class. They didn't want to have to fight. Most race of people are cowards. They want to fight and survive. Oh, I just be like the white daddy and let me be white and I get all the benefits of being white and be white and pretend to be white. Until you're not. Until white people say, hey, the joke's over, motherfucker. You ain't white.
To being treated as if they were human. In the Jim Crow era, Mexicans were segregated too. Schools, housing, restaurants. Mexican Americans weren't considered white, but they weren't legally black either. And that gray area, it kind of gave them an opportunity to wedge themselves in there. And that's what they did. In 1897, a Texas court ruled that Mexicans were white by law, meaning they could avoid Black-only spaces and access certain rights that Black people were denied. That meant no sitting at the back of the bus, no colored-only schools.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fight with you.
Their own segregated schools that were better funded. And in court cases, they'd argue, we're white, we're just Spanish-speaking. To avoid
Exactly.
cynicism. But it wasn't about fairness. None of this was about fairness for them. It was about protection. They wanted to protect themselves. They wanted to protect their people. In a country built on racism,
They didn't want to be able to stroke. Exactly. I told you, it's about them being a buffer race.
You ask me. And then we have the others that fought alongside Black people, especially.
Who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Isn't about blame.
There ain't nobody. Hey, what are you talking about? You want no Mexicans? That's all stuff. That fucking fake ass bullshit about them fighting along with us with civil rights. That's a goddamn open-faced lie. They never fight with us about shit. That's why people have been exposed with that shit. They never fought with nobody Black. That's why they cried and been being told, you never fought with us, and they didn't. What are you talking about? And they ain't talking about that fake La Raza shit. That we're trying to talk about that fake La Raza shit in California. About the goddamn vegetable picking ass motherfuckers. Them picking vegetables that had nothing to do with us. Them fighting for the rights against white people had them out there picking all kind of fucking fucked up fruits and vegetables and shit. That ain't had shit to do with us. What are you talking about? That's that La Raza. And La Raza means race first. Improve the race. Make it white. And it's racist against Black people. It's anti-Black. Openly anti-Black. So what the hell are you talking about, lady? You bumped your fucking head with your damn braids or something? Your wig on too tight? What are you talking about? Talking crazy. I don't know, paying for your video, you're talking craziest cat shit. Never no uni with no black and brown get down. That's why Joby showed the video. And you had the guy, the NAACP guy talking about, oh, the black and brown, and everybody turned his ass at the black and what? The black and what? Well, black and brown? Nah, ain't no goddamn brown. These people don't consider themselves brown. As Joby just showed you, they consider themselves white. Everything on their document says white. So what's this brown shit we're talking about? And they never moved us no brown people. So why they gonna be fighting with us, fighting for freedom, like you said, when they already were brought into the white establishment with the fake white classification that white people gave them. They don't want to give up that fake white classification, but let them take their ass to Spain. Spain will tell their ass, you ain't white, and you damn sure ain't Spanish. You speak Spanish, yeah. We call it Mexican, and it's fucked up Spanish. So, same way the Tanzanians would say Kenyans speak fucked up Swahili.
The reason Mexican Americans are labeled white under their birth certificate is to give us the same rights as white Americans under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, the Mexican population that the United States acquired.
There you go, Joe. We showed you classified white. So if they're white, how they gonna be out there fighting with black people to give black rights when their whole fucking society is racist as fuck. The Mexicans are racist as fuck. That's the majority. So who's out here fighting with us, lady? How you talking about when they're already classified with a fake classification of being white? So why they gonna go fight for black people when they ain't gotta worry about getting smacked in the head? What are you talking about? Go ahead, Joby.
War was guaranteed citizenship. But here's the catch. At the time, only free white people could become citizens of the United States. To make them citizens without changing the law, they labeled Mexicans as white. On paper, they were considered white, but in reality, they still faced intense segregation.
Oh.
It was a legal shield, but it didn't stop the discrimination.
Oh, no. Oh.
In the 1930s, under pressure from nativists, the census added Mexican as a label, as a race category.
And ain't nobody picked that shit either.
The Mexican government and organizations like LULAC lobbied to be moved back to the white category.
Of course! I told you, see? Of course! I didn't even know that! Of course! They don't want to be labeled as no fucking mestizo, no Mexican. They fucking lobbied to be still called white. No, white daddy! So they lobbied to still be white, but you trying to tell me they fought with us? Get your crazy ass out of here. They're lobbying. Hey, white daddy, don't make us Mexican. Keep us as white, please. And go ahead, Joe. Shit.
Dude, that being labeled as a separate race made it easier for states like Texas to justify legal segregation.
See, they didn't want that. See, remember, because they were segregating black people. All the damn hate, all the damn viciousness, all the damn battery was given to black people. And they saying right there, we don't want none of that shit. We don't want none of that shit. So please identify us as white. God damn it. These are facts of history, not that bullshit that black bitch talking about. What are you talking about? Ain't no damn white, Spanish, fake Mexican fucking fight with us ever. Go ahead, Joby.
Mexicans were legally white, they could argue that segregation was a violation of their civil rights.
Exactly, because they're white.
So in other words, it's just another legal shield to protect us from the systemic racism at the expense of
Exactly. And you don't want your identity. That's right. And you don't want your identity. You don't want that identity because you don't want to be labeled with the niggas. Suppose like that black girl, you was in solidarity with the niggas. You said, no, white daddy, don't push with the niggas. You beating them up, shooting them in the head, treating them fucked up. We don't want that. We don't want to fight with these niggas and fight with them against you, white daddy. We want to be white. So we can oppress niggas too. Go ahead, Joe.
Why do some Latinos want to be white so bad? Now, this is a question that a lot of communities tend to ask about the Latinos. Now, I have an answer for the Latino community.
Everybody knows that.
Community. Let's take it back to the 1500s when Hernán Cortés invaded Tenochtitlan, modern day Mexico. And something you need to understand is that it wasn't just Españoles getting off those boats. It was also African slaves. When Cortés and his men took over modern day Mexico, they implemented what is called the caste system.
Caste system.
Mejorar la raza?
Right on top. Black on top. And when they went, and when they went, exactly. I told you that La Raza shit means better than race. Don't be black. See, everywhere they went, white on top, black on the bottom. Everywhere these goddamn no good fucking stinking ass white animals went, they implemented this racial code globally. Go ahead, Joe.
Race means marrying white, and that was implemented over 500 years ago. And yeah, sure, it was 500 years ago. We should get over it and stop being so colorist, classist, and racist. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the generations are trying to break this or have
no, it hasn't been stopped. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. They've kept it going. It's doubled down. It ain't been stopped. What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? It ain't been stopped nowhere on this fucking planet. Hey, bitch, you ain't seen the World Cup? And all black players are called niggas globally? Wherever they went? What are you talking about? Where's it been stopped? You ain't trying to stop shit. It ain't been stopped nowhere. All these black people playing this World Cup were discriminated against just relentlessly. You had some broad part of the damn government of Paraguay saying, call some goddamn black guy because he stole a goal. He played for France or somebody, call him a monkey. You know, good dirty monkey. What are you doing? Scoring, you baboon. I don't know, get up for that real quick. Go wrap it up. Notice. Type it up. Say South American official calls black soccer player a monkey. Say South American, because I don't know how to spell Paraguay. So just say South American official calls black World Cup player a monkey. This is the government, lady. Talking about it stopped. It ain't stopped. It's even worse. It ain't stopped. You got Argentina called Steve in America, right? They call him a nigga in his own country. The goddamn Argentinian fans, whatever part of the country is, call the Acho Steve, call his ass a nigga. I'm joking.
Mbappe, yeah, that was Mbappe. That
Yeah, Mbappe. I don't know his damn name. You know it, Joe. Whatever. I don't want soccer. Go ahead, Mbappe.
Let me see if I can find it.
This is an absolute disgrace, and with every passing day, I am glad that France showed Paraguay the door. So a Paraguayan senator has come out in response to Kylian Mbappe ignoring the Paraguay
over soccer, over something non-significant as playing a game of soccer. It's how deep the racism goes. The anti-blackness goes globally. Black on the bottom, always. He just scored a goal. You no good dirty nigga, you stinking monkey. What? We're playing soccer? I gotta be a stinking dirty monkey? Go ahead, Joe.
And has basically been racist. And I'll read you just one line because her disgusting statement is just a bit too long. But she
was over the top.
Colonized Cameroonian pretending to be French, resentful, newly rich, arrogant, and ugly. And I think if you read those first few lines, you can get the gist of just how racist and absolutely despicable this is.
Deeply racist. I love it.
From their behavior on the pitch to their fans' reaction off the pitch, and now the Paraguayan senator.
And exactly, senator. And she's a government official, so ain't nobody changed shit. This bitch is a senator in Paraguay. Said this wretched ass dirty monkey nigga. Go ahead, Joe.
Brutally racist and disrespectful to Kylian Mbappe. The way that Paraguay have carried themselves these past few days is a disgrace. It is an absolute disgrace, and you see,
it ain't a disgrace. This is who they are.
The reason
it's a disgrace.
Paraguay is you expected them to play attacking football, to hold 6-7 to this French team, and they gave you a boring game and you hate it. No, we don't like them purposely fouling French players to the point where they could have injured one of them. We don't like the reaction of the Paraguayan goal.
Yeah, so that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Read the comments, Joe. We wrap it up.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's on the comments again. Starting from the top, I see we have. Just zoom this a little bit. I see Jibba saying the band is Piano in the Streets. That is JB Stafford.
They did. I know about that. They did. So okay, so you know more about him than I do. Jibba Jabber. I learned about him in college. Was it high school? College. He was in high school last year. But that's he's not in no books. I tell you that. None of these stories are in any of these fake books these white people write. None of it. Go ahead, Joe.
And Jibba says, these are the men I'd like to sit down with. And adding that
I would. Imagine the character men we used to be and what we are today. It's shameful. We're fucked up in the head. This is over 100 years ago. This man was born a slave. Born a fucking slave. And became a multi-millionaire over and over again. Kentucky, they chased him out of there. Went to Oklahoma, built a big-ass hotel, opened up a library for free, teach people how to read and write. He also owned the newspaper, some other shit. Gave him a multi-millionaire. They came at him again because they tried to kill him again because he was talking too much. He was going to be no undignified and be, he wasn't going to be no yassa-bassa, handkerchief head nigga. So, when they burned this shit down, they came after him again. Where's that nigga? Yeah, where? They going through the rubble. You imagine white people going through the rubble. Where's that nigga at? Is he dead? We don't see that nigga in this rubble. Where's this nigga at? Said we snuck out to Kansas. Kansas? They chased this motherfucker to another state. They tell you that they chased his ass to Kansas and tried to get his ass and bring him back to Oklahoma. Then after Kansas, he escaped to Chicago and built more businesses there. But they chased him. They didn't know. They found out that he was in Kansas, that he escaped. and they went to go get his ass. This is the kind of hate these white people had. Get this goddamn nigga, we didn't kill his ass. He's in Kansas. Go get this nigga and drag his ass back to Oklahoma so we can hang his ass. Go ahead, Joey.
Jibajiba also says there's a national hotel chain called Stafford Inn and wonders if it has ancestors.
Good question. I don't know.
Derek says the white people don't want us to have anything.
Anything! Exactly. Why they start in Africa stealing people's shit. They want you to have nothing because it causes white rage. So just for context, remember, because it'd be state. If Africa was a whole country, it'd be Kenya. It's like he built shit in Kenya and ran away to Tanzania, and he went to Tanzania to try to get his ass and drag his ass back to Kenya. Good joke.
And then we also have just a minute. We have Jason.
They get envy and jealous when we have stuff. It's causing white race, but they get joy when they see us all fucked up and impoverished. Us showing joy makes them angry. It's crazy. You're dealing with a psychopath. Black people can't understand that. You're dealing with a psychopath. Go ahead, Jokes.
Jason says the headstones from 1800s cost a few hundred plus. Back then, some of his siblings had them still standing 100 years later.
They are. They're beautiful. We can't import them now. They're beautiful. Man, it makes me, Joey show these things make me so proud. What we had, it's hard to believe that we had so much under so much oppression and hate, but we still built. So whenever Joey show these things, it makes me so proud of them. These are our ancestors. We don't even match up to them today. Imagine that. We don't even match up to our great-great-grandparents. We're a bunch of chumps and suckers. Go ahead, Joey.
Susan says $5 went a long way. That is in the 1950s. Jibajaba says that this is my mindset. My grandparents practice all this. The last generation to do so.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know none of this. My grandmother was mean as shit, so she never taught me none of this shit. So she was all nasty. So I never learned this shit from, not even my father's grandmother, who was actually, his mom was actually nice. I learned this shit from none of them. So just like you said, this was all lost. It was never passed on anymore because of what? Because of integration. I didn't learn in this, everything when Joby shows this shit all brand new to me. I'm like, wow. Because I know what we had to survive, right? It was survival. So we had to be communal. We couldn't be like we are today, fucked up and don't care, because we couldn't survive. We had to be close to each other. We had to trust. Like I said, I wouldn't buy no house with even my brother. You better get out of here. Are you crazy? Get your ass out of here. See, but we were more close. Like, never go ahead.
And then we have General Mosquito Caribou says, okay, I think I read that. We're gonna check on that. Says, sorry to interrupt the show, Keith. I told him, Jason, I'll help him out. Yes. Oh, okay. It's okay. Then Ricky says he was in Palma, Spain. It's the island of coast of Spain. Spanish women didn't mess with Latino men.
He said what? Spanish women to mess with what?
Latino men.
Yeah, oh yeah, what they call Latinos. Remember, Spanish people are not Latinos. They hate that when you call, those are motherfuckers they conquered. Don't ever call don't call no Spanish, no Latino, or no Hispanic. Those are the motherfuckers we conquered. Make sure you understand that. And they don't. They look down, you're right, Ricky. They look down on them motherfuckers. I told you, I learned about early 20s. Don't call me no goddamn Mexican. I was like, what? You're not Mexican, amigo? I ain't no goddamn Mexican. I'm Spanish. I'm the conqueror. Damn, all right, nigga.
As we wind up, Ricky says Portuguese and Spanish are calling black sailors Moors. John says the caste system goes hand in hand with the system. And also see...
it does.
Yeah, Ramos tells you Mbappe is like the fastest footballer player. Tell him again. I'm telling you.
I don't care what he is. I don't look at that boring shit. I know he's called a nigga because he scored some goals. And imagine the racism coming on you for playing a game. That's how deep it goes. That's how the deep anti-blackness goes. And black people globally better get that through their fucking head. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, that has been our time, family. That's where we get to the end of today's conversation. Have yourself some beautiful rest part of your day. See you guys tomorrow on the couch.
Yo, we talk that. I look at people until as you still a nigga bitch. That's what you are. God, beautiful your ass is.
Proud. I'm very proud. Shame me about that shit. Very proud. Yeah, you kick rocks. But yes, family,
much love, guys.
Subscribe if it's the first time and ensure you download our app. You can catch me tomorrow. Where you'll catch me tomorrow on the music show. We are
Y'all be playing her music, but she won't pay your goddamn request until she almost 5 minutes to getting done.
It's always these people don't appreciate one bit. Tomorrow I'll show you what music request. Tomorrow you shall suffer.
We get it. Every time Jim Mosquito, I'm sorry. I'll get you next time. And next time never come.
Don't lie. I did play music last time. Don't lie. I did play everyone's request last week because it's been a minute since I did that show. So anyway, see, this the consequences of being nice.
Hey, you guys watch out. It's gonna be 2 hours of Lucky Doobie. Oh shit.
That's what you get for being nice as a DJ. Just do your thing. Much love, family.
What's up, family?
See you guys tomorrow. Peace and we're out.